Hello, check.
Welcome to the audience and the program artists Jyoti and Gurunandan. Today we are going to have CK Venkateramaya Trust and CV Nagaraj Memorial Trust program organized through IAWC. And before starting the program, I will just give a very brief introduction about these two trusts. And of course, this is a first time or peculiar situation for our group or our family, I would say. Normally, we used to have CK Venkateramaya Trust program, and then some other time CV Nagaraj Memorial Trust program. But this time, both are combined. So probably I will be spending slightly more time because I had to talk about both the trusts. So please excuse me if it becomes slightly longer, not too much, okay? So I will just give a brief background about this CK Venkateramaya Trust. CK Venkateramaya, or popularly known as CKV, as he was popularly known, was born in Patlu, a small village near Channapatna, where he had his middle and high school education. Then he moved to Bangalore and continued his pre-university education while supporting himself by giving lessons to school children. He joined Central College for his BA degree, where he met his mentor and source of inspiration, Professor A.R. Krishna Shastri. During his student days at Central College, CKV was deeply involved in the activities of the Kannada Sangha. After obtaining his BA degree in Kannada, CKV pursued his studies in Bombay. He attended classes for MA in the morning and classes for a few law degree in the evening, while teaching in high school during day and translating articles at night in order to support himself and pay for his fees. He finished both MA and LLB degrees within a short period of 2 years. After his return from Bombay, CKV practiced law successfully for some time at Srirangapatna. However, in order that he might devote more time for writing, he took the job of chief translator to the government of Mysore after standing first in the competitive examination that was held for that post. Each day, after diligent work at his office, he devoted his evenings to his literary creations, working late into the night. He pursued the development of Kannada language with extraordinary devotion. He served as the secretary of Kannada Sahitya Parishad for 10 long years, during which he rendered great service to this cause. In addition to his literary work, CKV was also active in different areas of fine arts. He was one of the founders of Amateur Dramatic Association, where he organized the staging of his plays and directed the actors as well. These plays proved to be highly popular. He served on the committee of Gayan Samaja devoted to Carnatic music. CKV was renowned as a great orator. He could attract thousands of people who listened spellbound to his lectures on a variety of subjects like literature, history, and philosophy. His lectures numbered more than 2000 during his career. The Maharaja of Mysore, Sri Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadaya, used to invite him to give special lectures to select audience, which told a record number of about 26. At the end of his tenure as chief translator, CKV was invited to establish a new department, namely Department of Literary and Cultural Development, the precursor to the present-day Department of Kannada and Culture. He served as the founder director of this department, which became a highly active agency for the propagation of Kannada literature and culture in all their forms. After retirement, CKV continued his literary activities in spite of his deteriorating health. And of course, just I will very briefly give the literary works of CKV, which spans over a variety of themes and topics. Short stories like Halliya Kathegalu, Turai, historical plays like Tenali Ramakrishna, which was made into a movie version in Telugu and Tamil. The former won the Presidential Award. Ubhaya Bharati, based on the episode involving Adi Shankaracharya, Mandana Mishra and Saraswati, was translated to English in 2013. Mythological plays like Mandodari, focusing on Ravana's wife, Nachiketa, a profound work based on Kathopanishad, Brahmavadini, the story of Subhru from Mahabharata, and then biographies like Buddha, Harshavardhana, Paigambar Muhammad, and Abraham Lincoln. His biography of the Maharaja of Mysore, Sri Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadaya, entitled Alida Mahaswami Avaru, not only offered a glimpse into the life of great ruler who was hailed as Rajarshi, but also brought forth the cultural aspects of the times vividly. Literary criticisms, CKV wrote 3 monumental volumes analyzing and explaining the works of 3 great literary figures of antiquity, namely Bhasa, Kalidasa and Bhavbhuti. Such scholarly expositions within the framework of Indian literary world are rare to find indeed. They form the definitive references for the 3 men's literary output. In recognition of his work, CKV won a number of awards and honors. Just to mention a few, he occupied the prestigious position of President of Kannada Sahitya Sammelana at Harpanahalli in the year 1947. Then again he was invited to be the President of at the district level Sammelana at Kanakpura in the year 1971. In view of his unstinting services to the state, he was awarded the title Rajaseva Sakta in the year 1950. Furthermore, he was decorated with Padma Shri in the year 1962, the very first person from Karnataka to receive such an honor at the national level indeed. When CKV passed away in the year 1973, the literary world lost a multifaceted stalwart who had rendered selfless service to Kannada language and literature throughout his life. So this is a very brief about CKV Trust. And now I will move on to the second trust, that is C.V. Nagaraj Memorial Trust. And in this, the C.K. Venkatramaya is on the right side there. Nagaraj is on the, on the left side is CKV and the right side is C.V. Nagaraj. And C.V. Nagaraj is son of C.K. Venkatramaya. And C.V. Nagaraj is the son of Padma Shri Venkatramaya, and Srimati Venkata Subbamma was known to be one of the renowned musicians of Carnatic classical style. Having lost his eye vision at a very young age, he completely devoted his life for the worship of Carnatic classical music. He learned the music from Veena Rajarao, who was one of the very few leading musicians during his days. He was a serious learner, practicing the music very sincerely, and his singing was always filled with devotion. He was a big red artist in Madras AIR, which was known to be one of the best for recognition of classical music during those days. Being a highly devoted and talented person, he was also versatile, playing violin and veena. He had built up hundreds of disciples and tutored them during his lifetime. He was known to be a very strict teacher when it comes to music, and at the same time known to be a very affectionate and kind-hearted person about his students. He used to celebrate Tyagaraja Aradhana every year in his music class, giving opportunity to all the disciples to perform on stage at least for a few minutes. He has given performance at various places in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu and enthralled the music lovers for a very long time. His specialty was always introduce vachanas during any concert, taking the audience mood to divine heights. After C.V. Nagaraj expired in 1994, his brothers Sri Chandrasekhar and Professor C.V. Vishweshwara started this memorial trust during 1997 in his name to pay homage to him and to keep remember him through the Indian music and culture. Unfortunately, C.V. Chandrasekhar expired in 2007 and C.V. Vishweshwara in 2017. In spite of this, Professor Saraswati Vishweshwara, wife of C.V. Vishweshwara, is continuing to organize this program regularly with the same devotion as earlier through Institute of World Culture. So this is about C.V. Nagaraj Memorial Trust. Now I would like to introduce our artist, Madam Jyoti Shyam and Guru Nandan, the tabla master. So, Ms. Jyoti Shyam is an accomplished artist playing sitar in Hindustani style. She comes from a family of musicians with a rich cultural background. Her mother was a renowned musician in Carnatic style. Jyoti's mother, father, and maternal uncle were instrumental in inspiring Jyoti to the classical music and music world. She started learning music at an young age of about 9 years under the eminent Guru Sri Nadasri N.V. Gopinath. It seems the sitar was too long for her to reach at the top end of when she started playing the sitar, and she used to stand and hold it while playing it. But her grasping and reproducing the lessons were so good, she had no difficulty to pick up the art effortlessly. Now, with a rich experience and training for more than 40 years, she is an accomplished sitar artist with several performances at renowned Hindustani music centers in India and abroad. She is proficient in Gayaki style belonging to Itawa Gharana. She has the background of extensive involvement with renowned Jugalbandi and orchestra programs with artists of fame. Her music is well received and appreciated by the audience and acclaimed Hindustani music organizers. Some of her performances in India include Young Talent at the Yuvavani program of All India Radio with several performances to her credit. Popular platforms like Hindustani Kalakar Mandali, Shruti, Sursagar, Sangeet Kripa Kutira, and Sangeeta Kala Kutira, Bangalore and Mysore. And playing for a rare program involving sitar and vocal ensemble at Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Bangalore. Navanagar Sangeeta Kala Mandala, Hubli. Sri Panchakshari Gavai 62nd Annual Festival at Raichur. And then Guruvarya Sri Savai Gandharva Vishwasta Samiti Kundgol, Hubli on their 54th Annual Festival. And Pandit Arvindji's 2018 Guru Purnima. Of course, this I have made it very brief so that she'll get more time for playing, so that otherwise it could have extended for some more few more minutes. Some of her performances abroad include more than 15 concerts of solo as well as in accompanying artist as an accomplished artist role at various parts of Sweden, Switzerland and USA. Currently, she is pursuing sitar learning under the tutelage of Padma Bhushan Pandit Arvind Parikh. So this is brief about Jyoti Shyam. And now the tabla player Guru Nandan, born to parents who were actively involved in music, his father Pandit N.V. Gopinath being a well-known sitarist of his time, Guru Nandan developed liking to tabla in his early years. His father ensured to transform this liking to a passion by starting his training under the able tutelage of tabla master late Pandit D.S. Garud at the age of 9. So both have started their career at the age of 9 in music. He has performed at various platforms in the state and has given tabla saath with his father in numerous sitar performances. He also had the opportunity to learn vocal lessons from his tabla Guruji, thus helping him to appreciate the art of accompaniment better. He continued learning tabla from late Pandit Garudji until his last days. In spite of being an engineering graduate and employed in a private company, He is keeping music as a serious passion and continues his training in this art with the blessings of his Guruji and guidance of another renowned tabla master of current times, Pandit Ravindra Yagal. So with this brief background, now I request the artists to take over the program. I'm sorry if I taken slightly more time. Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Hello. Good evening, everybody. At the outset, I really wish to thank each one of you for being here to listen to this concert of ours. And the next opportunity I take to thank Sri C.K. Venkataramaya family and Sri C.V. Nagaraj Memorial Trust for giving me this opportunity to be performing for their memorial concert. I am truly, truly blessed for playing for this great people. I also thank Professor Saraswati Vishweshwara for giving me this opportunity to be playing for this concert. And also I take this opportunity to thank my dear friend Purnima and Mr. Govinda for connecting after so many years in the sense, and then thinking about me and then giving me this opportunity to be playing for this very noble people and the trust. That's what I understand. We are truly blessed to be performing for these people. I thank every one of you, and I start my concert with Rag Purya Kalyan. This is a evening melody. I'll be starting my concert with Alap, Jod, Jhala. Then I'll be continuing the same Rag Purya Kalyan in Teen Tal Vilambit. Then again I move on to Madhyalaya Teen Tal, then Dhrit Teen Tal. I'll conclude this raga with Jhala. Later, I'll be playing Des, light classical composition in Des. Then I'll be concluding with Rag Bhairavi. Thank you very much. Thank you all once again.
It's really a great pleasure to give vote of thanks. ಇಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಇದು ಸಿತಾರ್ ಮತ್ತು ತಬಲಾ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಶ್ರೀ ವಿದುಷಿ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಶ್ಯಾಮ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುನಂದನ್, ಇವರಿಗೆ ಅನಂತಾನಂತ ವಂದನೆಗಳು. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಾವು ಸಿ ಕೆ ವೆಂಕಟರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಮತ್ತು ಸಿ ವಿ ನಾಗರಾಜ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಅವರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಇವರನ್ನು ಕರೆದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬಂದು ಅದನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸುಶ್ರಾವ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಪೂರ್ಯ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಇದು ವಿಳಂಬಿತಲ್ಲಿ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿ ಫುಲ್ ಕಡೆ ತನಕ ಆ ಮೂಡಿಂದ ಈಗ ಕಡೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಜಾಯ್ಫುಲ್ಲಾಗಿ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು ಆ ಥರ ಒಂದೇ ರಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಥರ ಭಾವನೆಗಳನ್ನು ತರ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಎ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಡೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ದೇಶದ ಧುನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಕಡೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಬೈರು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಭೂಮಿಗೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಂದರು ಮತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ. ಸೊ ಇದರ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವುಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟು ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ Indian Institute of World Culture for giving this opportunity to host this program. ಅದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ಲಿ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಹೊಸ ಇದನ್ನು ರೆನೋವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂಥರ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನವ್ಯ ಕಳೆ ತಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ತುಂಬ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇದು ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಕಿರು ಕಾಣಿಕೆಯಾಗಿ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಶ್ಯಾಮ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುನಂದನ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟಿನ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಸಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಎನ್ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್ ಅಕೇಶನ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು ಇದನ್ನು ಒಂಥರ ಸಂತೋಷಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್.